Hi guys. I wanted to make a short, tiny video. It's not going to be that long. I wanted to make a positivity video. And I'm actually not doing terrible today. My anxiety is a little up there. I have kind of that breathless feeling and that sped up feeling that you can get with anxiety. But as long as I lay down and not really go anywhere today, I wanted to try to just look put together today because I feel like that helps me feel like I'm human, because you have a really hard time feeling like you're human in this. And you just feel basically like you're a freak in this. You really do, because of how sick you are and how the way your brain is operating in this. So I wanted to just think positive thoughts. And I know that you're probably sick of hearing that. And I'm kind of sick of hearing that too. But it's true. Today, even if it's just going on Facebook and posting a picture of yourself being put together and you feel like you look good and you're feeling good that day, post a picture of yourself. I mean, and see how many people like really get on there and look at that and lift you up. Those are the people that you need in your life. The ones that see pictures of you and tell you that you look awesome today. You look pretty today. You're doing so good today. Those are the type of people you want to surround yourself with in this, because there are so many people that love to tear us down in this because either one, they don't understand, two, they're just mean people with zero compassion, or three, they don't even like themselves and they're having a hard time even accepting themselves. So it's very easy for them to try and tear down other people. Because if somebody really cared about you and truly wanted to know what you were going through, I mean, there's tons of people in this that I've tried to get them to understand and they don't fully understand, and I get that because nobody's going to fully understand what we go through every day unless they go through it themselves. That's okay. But what's not okay is people tearing you down over it. And the way your mind works during benzo withdrawal and setbacks, you are very fragile. So whenever you hear those type of things about yourself, that can just put you in a wave alone. And it can make for a very bad day unless you have the mindset to where you need to push that out and tell yourself that you are enough. You are doing the best that you can. And you need to be gentle with yourself. Our brains are sick, our bodies are sick. And if we try to push what other people want in this and we're too sick to do it, we're going to make ourselves sicker. And this is extremely hard, to push out all the negativity that other people say about you or all the negativity you think about yourself in this. That's the number one thing I struggle with. And then number two is probably other people's opinions. You are going to tell yourself negative things in this and there's crazy things too that you're going to think with your intrusive thoughts in this. You're going to think you don't have much longer to live. You're going to think you're worthless, that you can't even get out of bed. So why are you here? Why are you so-and-so? Your spouse says so-and-so about you. Your parents say so-and-so about you. Your kids say so-and-so about you. But the thing is, they don't get it. And they never will. And I know children have a tendency to say things and be not so compassionate because their brains are still developing and they have a I don't know how to explain it without it sounding bad. just their brains aren't developed like that, and they have more in tune with themselves instead of outside of other people and other situations that they're not mature enough to really understand. So whenever your kids say something bad about you in this, you need to really just let it go, especially if they're younger, like younger than 30. If they're older than like 25 or 30 and they're talking bad about you, then that's their problem and they need to work on themselves. And it has nothing to do with you. It has to do with their character and their personality. But if you have younger kids that are just saying negative things like, Mommy, you never get out of bed. Mommy, you do this and this. Or Daddy, you don't get out of bed. Daddy, you do this and this. You're always sick. Just try to explain to them the best you can, and that's all you can do, because they're not old enough to really understand, and they're only going to think about what they want to do and what Mommy and Daddy can't do. They're not going to really understand. So you have to put that in your head that you just need to let it go and just wait this out, and one day you will get better. And I know it's hard. It's hard hearing negative things about yourselves from the ones that you love, or or your spouse that you thought loved you and would be there for you no matter what. It's really hard. So it's hard to have that mindset to just let it go and just focus on yourself and know that you're doing the best that you can, and that should be enough. And I also wanted to talk about if, like I said, negative things that are said about you from other people, they're struggling to like themselves, most likely. If these are adults saying mean things about you or spreading mean things about you, and I know there's people out there that are going through benzo withdrawal and either their spouse or their family member is spreading bad things about them, about how they don't get out of bed and they're crazy, blah, blah, blah. Those people suck. I'm just going to be real. If these are adults saying things like this about you, those people suck. You don't need to listen to what they have to say. If they endured this for a week, they would be losing their minds. They have no clue what all of this is like. And they wouldn't be able to survive maybe even one day of this. Those are people that are struggling to like themselves, and that is their character. It has nothing to do with you. And I know as humans, we want to take things personally and be like, oh no. And especially in this, we ruminate constantly, and our thoughts are so messed up in this. We just ruminate, and we focus on bad things that are said about us or negativity. And we just need to put in our heads that those people suck. And we need to not listen to them. Don't even confront it. I mean, if you want to confront it, you feel like you're healthy enough to do that, I mean, that's up to you. But I wouldn't even confront it. I would just ignore it, let it go. Tell yourself you're doing the best you can, and these people have no clue, and they wouldn't be able to survive a day in this. And those are people you don't need to surround yourself with anyway. And I know you're probably like, well, Jill, what if it's my family member? Like, I have to love them and be around them. I mean, you can still love them, but if you have a family member or a spouse that's treating you terribly, you can still love them, but that doesn't mean you have to be around them or even be with them. I know some people are married in this, and their spouses just treat them like they're just a burden, and it's really sad. And I mean, it's just the way it goes. I mean, you could end up with a very supportive spouse, which is awesome, or you could end up with one that just leaves you and it crushes you. If that person leaves you, then that showed you their character. And sure, you could probably try to work it out after you're feeling better. After you're healed, you may get remarried, or after you got a divorce, after your spouse left you. But I wouldn't do that. I wouldn't, yeah, I wouldn't do that, because that person showed you when things really hit the fan. And I want to say a different word, but when things really hit the fan, those people showed you what kind of people they are. And that's not love. That's not something you want to stay in. And I know benzo withdrawal is extremely hard, and it's something that not everybody goes through every day. And it's something out of this world that you're sick for years. But when you marry somebody, they vow to be with you in sickness and health. And once those people show you that they leave you or want to divorce you in this, I just think that shows their character, you know, and there may be more to it, you know, than it just being black and white. But yeah, I've heard so many stories about all of that, you know, people being married and then them leaving them or divorcing them, you know, which is awful, because being alone in this is, yeah, it can really affect you. It really can. But anyways, like I was saying, those people are really struggling to even like themselves, and you don't want to surround yourself with those people. The people you want to surround yourself with are the ones that lift you up with positivity. The ones that tell you they know you're doing the best you can. And if they can do anything for you that day, and how are you feeling? How are you so and so? Those are the people you want to surround yourself with. Or the people that tell you positive things. That shows their mindset. The healthiest people are the ones that are not judgmental, and the ones that are supportive, and the ones that have compassion. Those are the strongest, healthiest people. And those are the people you need to have involved in your life right now. And even when you're healed, you need to involve yourself with people like that. You can't involve yourself with toxic people when you get out of this or during. You can't do it. It's going to keep you sick, or it can make you sick. Because we have to be very careful when we get healed from this. And especially during too, we have to think about what keeps us healthy, and staying away from negative, toxic people in this is going to help you. But involving yourself with the stress of it, of negative, toxic people, is going to make you sick. And I want to tell you that for years, all my life, before benzo withdrawal, I have struggled with feeling like I'm enough and that I'm worthy. And I'm here to tell you that you are enough. You are worthy of love, and you are worthy of having compassion towards you. Other people do not determine that for you. I know we want to get all those things inside of our head about negative things said about us, somebody leaving us, somebody doing so and so. That does not determine who you are as a person, and it does not determine of your worthiness. You are worthy. You are just sick. You're doing the best you can, and you are worthy of love. You are worthy of compassion. And when we're so sick in this, we feel worthless, and you're not worthless. And even before, like me, if you had troubles with insecurities or feeling like you're worthy, and so when you hit benzo withdrawal, it's 100 times worse. But I'm here to tell you that you are loved. There's people that love you, and there's people that need you here. One of the biggest things in benzo withdrawal is intrusive thoughts. It makes us feel like we're crazy, and suicidal thoughts. And so I'm here to tell you that there's people here that need you, and there's people here that love you, especially people, especially if you have kids. So your kids need you. You know, your family needs you. Your parents need you. And I know there's people out there that probably don't have anybody, during this, the world needs you. You were put here for a reason. And if you don't have anybody around you and everybody's left you, and I don't know if people watching this, if you believe in God or not, but I believe in God. God loves you. And you are needed in this world. And you were put on this earth for a reason. We weren't put here just to just walk around and breathe and do nothing, and our purpose is just nothing. That's not why we were put here. We were put here to make a difference, and we were put here in this world for a reason. And the world needs you. Even though you feel like you're not making a difference right now in the world because you're not working or doing so-and-so, all you do is lay in bed all day. That's not true. You are needed. You are loved. You are worthy of love, and you are worthy as a person. Because it is so easy for us to get into this dark place, and it gets really, really dark. I'm not even gonna lie. Your depression and anxiety can get really deep in this, and you can feel extremely dark and have really dark, intrusive thoughts. But like my friend that I've talked to, like he says, they're just thoughts. They can't hurt you. But it does get pretty dark, and suicide is an epidemic in this, and it doesn't need to be. And it's very unfortunate that it is. But on some level, if you've been through benzo withdrawal, you can understand it. But it is very, very sad because we lost somebody to Big Pharma. We lost somebody to these drugs. And we don't need to lose any more people. And this is why I'm posting this video, to let you know when you are having those dark thoughts or those suicidal thoughts, you need to remember your worth. And you need to remember that this isn't going to last. And on your darkest days, you need to remember that the world needs you and that God loves you. And you were put here for a purpose, for a reason. And one of the other main thoughts that we have in this is that it's never going to end. And I'm not even going to lie. In this setback that I'm in, every other day, I'm like, is this really going to end? Am I going to be like this forever? Oh my God, I can't do this forever. I can't be so-and-so. That's all chemical. That's what you're going to think. You're going to think it's never going to end. You're never going to get better. And it's not true. And it's really hard. I know firsthand, it's really hard to know that it's not true. That's what I was saying in my other videos. You need support in this. If you have nobody, everyone's left you, your family, spouse, whatever, you need to get on the groups and make friends. Those are the strongest people that I've ever met and the most supportive people you will ever meet. And it will help. It really will. I think that's pretty much it, what I wanted to talk about. Just remember, you are worthy, you are loved, and other people do not determine your worth. And the healthiest people are the ones that you need to be around, the ones that lift you up in this. And you need to block out any negativity that anybody says about you, because they are speaking from themselves. It has most likely nothing to do about you. It's speaking themselves, how their character is, and how they feel about themselves. So do not take it personally. Just let it go. And remember yourself. If you got to write it down and look at it every day, do that. Get a journal, write it down, and put in there that any negativity said about you, it's not true. It has nothing to do with you. Let it go. I'm a good person. I'm doing the best I can. I was put in this unfortunate situation, and I'm doing the best I can to survive through it. And that is enough. I am enough. And if you want to say so-and-so about me, that's cool. You go ahead and do that, but I'm a good person and I know I'm enough. And write that down and read it every single day and just be gentle on yourself. The ones that can't get out of bed right now, I've been there. I still have my days where I can't get out of bed. So it's very hard. But like I said, you have to do all those things and keep yourself in a positive mind frame and try to block out the negativity and try not to ruminate. I know it's hard because your brain will ruminate on its own in this without you even trying to think about negative things. It will ruin it. It will ruminate it. And there's actually tapping techniques that you can do that really help for ruminating and negative thoughts. It's called EFT. And I think I don't remember the lady's name that does the video, but research EFT tapping therapy, and that really does help. It's something you can do while you're just laying in bed. It's not an exercise. You can just sit in bed and do it. It will really help you. But I think I'm going to close for now, and thank you guys. And I hope you are doing good and just stay strong. We are Benzo warriors, and we all need to stay strong and just hang in there. Thanks. Bye.